Welcome to the Northside Neighbor Podcast. Today is Wednesday, December 14th, and happy 31st birthday to Migos member Offset.
All set. Woo, 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 woo. Records on records, got backers on backers, I'm riding around in a coupe. I'm
Dan Ratcliffe, and here are your top stories presented by Drake Realty. A GDOT audit of MARTA finds a strong commitment to safety. Juneteenth and Veterans Day were omitted from the Sandy Springs calendar. And Sandy Springs Performing Arts Center welcomes its interim executive director. We'll have these stories and more coming up in today's edition of the Northside Neighbor Podcast.
I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty. I want to share with small businesses one of the smartest moves we ever made in real estate. We bought our business properties and did not lease our offices, and we paid ourselves instead of our landlords. It was an additional revenue source for our company without any additional work. If you are 2 years in business and occupy over 50% of the space, you very well might qualify for a no money down loan to buy your business property. Whether it's an office property, retail, industrial, or any other number of commercial properties, you may qualify. Owning your business property could eliminate or reduce the check you send to the IRS. Owning your place of work will also enable you to use additional equity to borrow or save. Please call me at 678-708-6885 or visit drakerealty.com and see if we can help you build equity and wealth in your business.
I watch the world going by without a care, 'cause I know that MARTA is gonna take me there. Come ride with me.
The Georgia Department of Transportation 2022 triennial safety audit of MARTA finds a strong commitment to safety and no major safety gaps or concerns, according to a news release. The audit examined MARTA's heavy and light rail departments, including operations and maintenance, training and communications, and equipment, structures, and signals. As required by the Federal Transit Administration, MARTA maintains and regularly updates an agency safety plan, and that plan, along with authority safety procedures and practices, are audited every 3 years through GDOT's State Safety Oversight program. This year's findings show a significant improvement in safety practices in all areas, with only 20 deficiencies and 16 areas of concern identified, compared to close to 100 such findings during the previous audit in 2019. A deficiency is defined as an item that doesn't meet the established safety criteria. An area of concern partially means those criteria. MARTA will review the audit findings this month and generate a corrective plan for each item needing attention. Despite a strong showing in favor of the change, Juneteenth and Veterans Day will not be added to the Sandy Springs holiday calendar in 2023. Adoption of the 2023 city calendar was originally proposed on November 15th, but the matter was deferred after significant public comment in favor of the addition of Juneteenth and Veterans Day. Mayor and council revisited the discussion at the December 6th meeting. Human Resources Director Jennifer Emery presented two options for the 23 holiday calendar, the first being to add one floating holiday in recognition of Juneteenth and Veterans Day. The floating holiday must be taken within the calendar year. The second option was to make no changes and keep the calendar as is. Mayor Rusty Paul and City Council members chose to keep the originally proposed 10 holidays and the floating holiday option. Many residents once again spoke in favor of the Juneteenth edition. Councilperson Melody Kelly spoke to the importance of adding Juneteenth, presenting both a factual and personal perspective. According to Kelly, 73% of Georgia cities have adopted Juneteenth and 87% have adopted Veterans Day as a city holiday. The cities include Atlanta, Augusta, Columbus, Macon, Savannah, Athens, South Fulton, Roswell, Johns Creek, Warner Robins, Albany, Alpharetta, Marietta, and Stonecrest. Kelly also shared memories of her grandfather who helped raise her, correlating personal memories with the importance of Juneteenth. Michael Pauken has been named Interim Executive Director of the Sandy Springs Performing Arts Center at City Springs and will join the team this month. Pauken has served as General Manager, Executive Director of the North Shore Center for the Performing Arts in Skokie, Illinois since 2002. The North Shore Center is a 65,000 square foot, two-theater complex containing a total of 1,185 seats. The center has 2 resident theater companies and partners with several other organizations. More than 400 events and performances are held at the center in a typical year. During his time at the center, Pauken brought programming in-house and presented more than 475 international touring and Chicago-based artists, including Al Jarreau, Art Garfunkel, Boz Scaggs, Clint Black, Ed Asner, Graham Nash, Herb Alpert, and Lonnie Hall, and the Indigo Girls, to name only a few.
Ready, set, hike. Bobby, snap the ball.
This ball's the only thing holding me up right now.
A number of Pace Academy and Lovett players were among those selected to the All-Region 5-4A football team. Leading the way among the local contingent was Pace Academy junior wide receiver Terrence Kyle II, who was named a co-offensive player of the year, along with Hampton senior quarterback Connor Tolley. 4 Pace players were selected to the first-team offense: senior offensive lineman and South Carolina commitment Travon Ball, senior quarterback Connor Phelan, senior wide receiver Kendall Evans, and sophomore wide receiver Cooper Williams. Lovett junior defensive lineman Christian Bell, senior defensive lineman Noah Claxton, senior linebacker Hayden Bernard, junior linebacker Michael Dollar, and senior defensive back Anderson Beaver were named to the first-team defense. Pace junior defensive lineman Heaven Brown Schuler and senior defensive back Davis Rice were also named to the second-team defense. Lovett sophomore kicker punter Connor Deviney was a first-team special team selection. The second-team offense included a couple of Lovett players, sophomore running back Khalil Towns and junior wide receiver Luke Wallace, along with Pace Academy senior offensive lineman Kylan Shields. Pace senior linebacker Frank Caldwell III and Lovett sophomore Talon Frett were named to the second-team defense, while Pace senior kicker punter Andrew Swan was a second-team special team selection. For a full list of players, please go to the Northside Neighbor website.
You deserve better than your bank. Better service, better rates, better solutions. If you live or work in Cobb County, now is the perfect time to make the switch to Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank. Since 1960, Credit Union of Georgia has been providing Northwest Georgia with financial solutions that make sense for your home, business, and family. As a homegrown, not-for-profit cooperative, our members are our mission. Not only will you get the best loan rates, you'll get personalized customer service from people who understand your needs. Plus, Credit Union of Georgia provides real convenience with a network of more than 30,000 accessible ATMs and branch locations across the country. Of course, there's also 5 locations right here in Cobb County. Ready to see how much better your banking can be with Credit Union of Georgia? Become a member today or apply for a loan online by visiting cuofga.org. Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank.
Engineered Solutions of Georgia. We guarantee a stable, dry foundation. With over 30 years of experience and a lifetime of support, residential and commercial. Hey, we do it all. For basement waterproofing and repairs to your foundation. Dial 678 ESOG now.
The weather is warming up and the days are getting longer, but so are the nights. Why fade away in the dark when you can shine bright? Lights Over Atlanta has landscape lighting and any lighting you need to illuminate the night. A family-owned and ran business that has been trusted by some of Atlanta's best-known businesses, along with many homeowners, to light up their world. So go online at lightsoveratlanta.com to find what you've been looking for. Lights Over Atlanta, Atlanta's home for premium lighting.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way.
More than 200 students at Sandy Springs Charter Middle School see the world through new lenses thanks to Sandy Springs Rotary Club and Vision to Learn. The Sandy Springs Rotary Club partnered with Los Angeles-based nonprofit Vision to Learn to provide prescription lenses to nearly 1/3 of the students at the middle school during the first phase of distribution. In total, Sandy Springs Rotary Club has purchased more than 800 pairs of glasses for Sandy Springs students. Club members and volunteers spent the morning of December 7th and 8th handing out glasses to students at Sandy Springs Charter Middle School. Students were briefed on how to take care of their glasses and when to wear them. Vision to Learn was founded in 2012 by Austin Butner in Northridge, California. He saw the need once he found out that so many students in the Los Angeles area were struggling in school, partly due to not being able to see the board or read clearly. As of 2022, Vision to Learn has visited 5,000 schools and boys and girls clubs and has provided 350,000 children with glasses.
You're not going to make the team with that kind of attitude.
I don't want to make the team.
Then why are you running the obstacle course?
A large contingent of football players from Marist, North Atlanta, Riverwood, and St. Pius X have been honored for their accomplishments on the gridiron in the 2022 season with their selection to the All-Region 4-6A team. North Atlanta won 2 of the 3 top awards, with senior quarterback Trey Lennon selected as Offensive Player of the Year and Jamie All as Coach of the Year. St. Pius ex-senior defensive back Jack Chenchu was named Defensive Player of the Year. Marist had 4 players named on offense: junior running back Joseph Pizzo and senior offensive lineman Peyton Lamb, Kevin McDonald, and Drew Prieto. Riverwood had 3 players on offense: senior tight end Levi Lenoz, senior running back Walter Evans, and sophomore offensive lineman Sean Perrette. North Atlanta featured 2 offensive players: senior wide receiver Jamie O'Kelly and senior offensive lineman Tyree Miles, while St. Pius offensive lineman Jack Woods was the only other local player named to the team on offense. Marist had 3 of its players selected on defense: junior defensive lineman Luke Harpering, junior defensive back Casey Comerford, and senior linebacker Colin Hare, while North Atlanta also featured 3 defensive players: sophomore defensive lineman Chase Linton, junior defensive back Zayden Benson, and junior linebacker Connor Hughes. For a full list of players, go to the Northside Neighbor website.
Your smile is your best feature, so why trust anyone but the best with it? Atlanta native Dr. Brock Pumphrey and the team at Atlanta Center for Advanced Periodontics are ready to help you get the most out of your smile. With 2 locations that offer state-of-the-art technology and a friendly, welcoming atmosphere, Atlanta Center for Advanced Periodontics is your place for oral care. Find them online at advancedperioatl.com or give them a call at 404-876-4867 for the Midtown location and 770-442-1010 for the Roswell location. No referral necessary. Unknown error. Every time I think my business is on track, I get these computer issues that shut me down for a day.
Ever since my business partnered with Click IT of Marietta, I don't even worry about those types of things. They're local, they have 20 years experience, and specialize in helping small businesses just like mine and yours.
Do they handle hardware and software?
Hardware, software, malware, you name it. Just tell them when and where, and they will be there. Visit them online at marietta.clickitcomputers.com or give them a call at 678-202-4600. Instead of submitting a support ticket, call Marietta Click It. Thanks again for listening to today's Northside Neighbor Podcast. Did you know over 50% of Americans listen to podcasts weekly? Make sure you join us for our next episode and share this podcast on social media with your friends and family. You can add us to your Alexa Flash Briefing or Google Home Briefing, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. Darren Sutherland, Executive Director. Jacob Sutherland, Director. Matt Golden, News Director. Chin Ray Zhang, Director Producer. And Jason Gentarola, Audio Producer. All rights reserved.